Welcome to Volatility 411 for Equity Armor Investments. I'm Joe Tigay here in the VIX, where this morning we had a big rally in the S&P 500. We were up 30 points on the high. The VIX was below 18 on its low, and now the market's selling off midday. Of course, we were only up 15 points in the S&P 500. The VIX back to 1877. The gap to cover for those staring at charts at home, which if you're watching this video, you probably are looking at charts, is 1950. Sometimes we cover that gap, sometimes we don't. I don't put too much stock in it, but that's the bogey out there for people looking at the vol. So what happened this morning? We had some good news out of Hong Kong. People like the fact that the protests might be dying down. Now, a contrarian might come and look at that and say, you know what, that actually gives China more leverage in the trade war. And yes, the trade war just got kicked off in a little greater urgency this weekend. We saw more tariffs being levied by the U.S. and China on September 1. And we'll see how that plays out. Now, the economy, for its part, is holding in there. However, there's two key signs that are saying recession is coming. Number one, we all know about the yield curve. That's going to be about 9 to 12 months down the road if that turns out to be true. Number two, we got manufacturing data retracting, so that's a sign. Another sign that the economy is slowing, so we'll see if that plays out. Now, that said, we'd still be looking at 6 to 12 months down the road for an actual recession, and the economy could hang in there until that happens. And of course, the fourth quarter is the very crucial quarter for stocks, so we'll see if maybe the stock market gets ahead of the recession or not. So, a lot to be said there. So again, the VIX around that 1870 area, the front month future at 19, telling me people are looking for a lot of movement. Another sign people are looking at a lot of movement is you got the VVIX at 100, off of last week's high at 110, but still a sign people are looking at a lot of movement in the VIX future. In the S&P bit, we got the skew at 114, off of last week's low at 100, but still another sign people are looking at the money volatility rather than downside put. People are looking at the market to be choppy at this area and range bound. For Equity Armor Investments, I'm Joe Tigay.